Good day, Africa. You're welcome once again to AgroLink on AAU TV, where we are still on our discussions on promoting sustainable agricultural practices, specifically with the Crop Science Department of the University of Cape Coast. My name is Nana Ismail. Do stay tuned for more educative content. Hello, Africa. You're welcome to AgroLink on AAU TV. AgroLink is a program that aims at showcasing and highlighting agricultural activities on the continent. Welcome back from the break. You're welcome to AgroLink.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you so
right.
much.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Thank you. My name is Dr. Frank Kwekuche Aka. I'm a crop scientist with the Department of Crop Science, University of Cape Coast. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So before we even begin this discussion, let me understand what sustainable agriculture means to you from your line of work.
Well, thank you so much. From my area, basically it means practices that ensure food availability and then ensures environmental safety, and or using practices that ensure that the food that are produced are safe, doesn't affect the environment in any way, and then available all the time. Yeah, so that is basically what it's about in terms of what I am doing. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now let's look at some of the initiatives that you are currently enrolling.
Okay, so thank you so much. I am currently an advocate of home gardening. I have been promoting gardening in homes. The idea is making sure that every home and everybody in Ghana at least grow something in a sustainable manner to ensure that there is availability of food all the time. So I launched this campaign in 2019. Where I, as a community service, where I took it upon myself to be teaching people how they can establish their gardens, how they can grow certain crops in it, how they can manage pests and diseases. And then I must emphasize that the approach is people growing it using the organic approach. Basically growing your own food without applying these synthetic herbicide, because there have been a lot of records, a lot of research that colleagues did in the department reveal that the abuse of pesticide is on the increase, and then again the use of unsafe water for vegetable production is also on the higher side, and so the food, most of the food out there in the market are not safe. And so the idea is that help people to grow their own food, because the safest food is the one that you are producing yourself. And so a lot of people really are conscious about their health, and they want to eat healthy food. They want to grow their own food, but the challenge is the technical know-how. And so that was how I came in to provide that services, promote gardening, teach people how they should do it. And so I started with YouTube videos. And when I was sharing, a lot of people, a lot of colleagues were so happy about it. And a lot of people were calling for support. And so to reach a larger audience, I started a Facebook page. That is the Home Gardening Ghana Facebook page, which currently has about 281,000 members, with members from more than 100 different countries. In Ghana, about 186,000 people. And even in the US, we have about 12,000 people from the US. I think last month, 2 months ago, I was in the US upon an invitation by Virginia Tech University, all because of the promotion. So this campaign has seen a lot of people growing their own food, because the platform has a lot of their colleagues, my colleagues from the department, also there, available, always answering people's questions, those with challenges, we give them the advice. And then those with support, who need support in terms of seed seedlings, the members available always give them freely. And so through that, we've also formed community groups in 6 regions. We formed community groups in the Greater Accra region, one in the Western region, Central region, the Northern region, Upper East region, and then now the Eastern region. So we have been organizing community meeting and a fair.
Oh, okay.
Last year, we organized 2 community meetings and a fair in Accra at the Ifua Sutherland's Park. That saw a lot of home gardeners coming together, sharing ideas. We gave free training. And then also, we also exchanged seeds and the seedlings. So, in all, this effort has seen a revolution. And there was even a publication by Daily Graphic acknowledging what we have been doing. And the caption was, University Lecturer Revolutionizing Agric Using Social Media. And so this is something that, as a department, we've been able to do. And then people are now growing. So the success story, a lot of people share their posts, sharing pictures of what they've been able to grow. And even some people bringing some of the food that they produce to us. And so it is amazing seeing how there's a wave. There's a wave now. Everybody is so conscious. Everybody is now growing. So it's satisfying to know. And then there's also other thing that we also did, because now that we are encouraging people to grow, the challenge is that they need people in the communities to help them. So we decided to bring our students on board, train the students, first of all, help them develop the interest in gardening, train them so that they can be ambassadors in their community. So we initiated the Student Hostel Garden Project for the students to be growing vegetables in the halls of residence. And so 3 years ago, when the first year student came, we started using the agribusiness students, a course that I teach, crop production, intro to crop production. So the practical component, the students are supposed to get attached to the school farm, learn how to grow vegetables. And so what we did was that now, instead of the student going to the school farm to grow their vegetables, why don't we encourage them to grow the vegetables in the halls? So we asked them to bring containers, because a lot of them, they eat rice. So the rice sacks that they've been eating, instead of throwing away the rice sacks, why don't you put it into use by using it to grow your vegetables in your halls of residence? So we started that initiative. And so all the students in the various halls, the agribusiness students, we asked them to use sacks. So we provided the seeds, the seedlings, and it was so amazing that these students produced so much vegetables in their halls, which attracted a lot of media attention. A lot of media stations came, interviewed the students, and it was so satisfying. And then again, what we also did was that these students, why don't you make money or business out of it? So we encouraged some of them to be staying in the halls and then be growing to make money. And so for the past 3 years, some students have been growing vegetables in the halls to make money. Because when you go to some of the halls, the rooftop is a vast area. And so they are taking advantage. It shows you that the department is doing a lot when it comes to community service. We are not only teaching the students, but we are impacting them to be able to be change makers in their communities, and then also be conscious of the environment, taking advantage, and then using some of these materials that are non-biodegradable to produce food. And then I must also emphasize that all these campaign, we are encouraging them to go the organic way, which is sustainable, instead of using these inorganic pesticides that will rather be harmful to the environment, to the beneficial organisms. We are rather encouraging them to use the organic approach. And I'm sure Professor Van der Poel may have told you about some of the approaches. So we are also using them. So it is something that has really come to help with this approach, and it's coming from someone from the University of Cape Coast, and it's out there when you check the media. When you check the news, it is the University of Cape Coast that has been promoting it. I have been championing this course. And so as a department, as part of the community service, we are also encouraging people to grow food in a sustainable manner, so that there will be a continuous availability of food in their homes, and safe food, not even just food, safe food. Okay. Yeah, so basically this is what we've been doing.
Oh, okay. Right.
Hello, Africa. You're welcome to AgroLink on AAU TV. AgroLink is a program that aims at showcasing and highlighting agricultural activities on the continent.
I am an advocate for home gardening. I've been promoting gardening in Ghana since 2019, and then I'm the founder of Home Gardening Ghana. And as part of the initiative, we also introduced the hostel garden project, and where we are is the rooftop of Kwame Nkrumah Hall of the University of Cape Coast. The whole idea of promoting gardening is for everyone to be able to have safe food, and then also have food throughout the year. When we talk about food security, we are talking about access, we are talking about quality, we are talking about cost. All these things are inclusive, but when you grow your own food, you are sure of the quality, and then you are sure that you have food throughout the year. And sustainable. For sustainability, a lot of people are using unsafe water, pesticide, but environmental friendliness is key. So growing your own food using the right approach ensures sustainability. So that is why as part of the agenda, and then as part of the project of the crop science department, we have been promoting gardening. And then again, involving our students to also be ambassadors in their community is why we also introduced the hostel garden project, because now the interest in agric is going down, and so a way of getting the student so much involved, we introduced the hostel garden project, where students in their hostels can be growing their food using waste disposable materials like the rice sack, buckets. The buckets, mostly they use buckets, and so when it is broken, instead of throwing them away, they can use them to grow vegetables in their hostels. And then again, a lot of them eat rice, and so the rice sacks, instead of disposing them off, they can use them to grow vegetables. So we initiated that and then involved all the students, and so we also have a lot of spaces. The rooftop, when you come to the university, the rooftop is a vast area. Where I'm standing is the rooftop of one of the halls, Kwame Nkrumah Hall. So it can be taken and then used for the right purposes, and so the students are now doing it. These students, after developing the interest and then after getting all the skills, can go back home and then also do that. And so now as part of even their SEPS project, a group has also picked it up to be growing vegetables on a commercial scale on the rooftop. And so you see what they are doing, and then you also listen to what they are doing. So basically that is what we've been doing in terms of sustainability.
We realized cultivating vegetables was always on the field, where one has to move from one place to another and then come back every day, which was stressful. So we developed a knowledge that you can cultivate your vegetables in a breaking bucket, where if you have a sport bucket, you don't have to throw it away. You just have to get a sand, put them in it, and then you cultivate your vegetables. With this, it helps in so many ways that you don't have to weed on the field. You just have to take on the small weeds that are in the bucket. Since you don't have to weed and do other things that you are supposed to do on the field, it is very easy and simple to practice. And then another thing is you get more of vegetables available to you. You don't have to move from one place to another to cultivate them. It's just around your environment, like your garden, your rooftop, anywhere you can get where it's safe for you. And then these kind of vegetables are very healthy because you know where they are coming from. You are producing them yourself. You don't have to get it from somebody, whether the person has added chemicals or anything. You do it yourself, so you know what exactly you are eating and how healthy it is for you.
Here we grow cabbage, carrots, lettuce, radish, and all kinds of vegetables. So you have an empty bucket, you have an empty sack, you can grow your vegetables in them, and it's purely organic. You are not going to use any chemical. Home gardening is the best for you. You just need to try it.
This home gardening is something that is very easy to do, and we, particularly considering the sustainability development goals, we thought that now there is hunger, and one of the sustainability development goals is zero hunger. So if we are all going into this home gardening, we are planting our vegetables in our various homes, there is no need for us to go outside there and buy vegetables or any other crop, since we have grown them in our various houses. And this one, when you are setting up this garden, you don't need any huge money. All you need is your seeds. And even with the seed, if you can't buy, you can just go to anyone who has, go into this before and ask of small seeds, and then you nest them. You are free to go. So there is no money, or there is no much money involved in this act. And then also healthy living. Now you see, most of our farmers, they use chemicals in growing these vegetables, but this one is purely organic. There is no chemical attached to it. If you look at our place here, you can't find any chemical. In fact, even the container, we are using the organic way to grow them. All you need to know is apply your manure, and then you are good to go. In fact, I can confidently say that if all the youths are going into this home gardening, everybody will have at least what he or she needs to cater for himself. In fact, if it is possible that the government can make it compulsory for all the youth to partake in this activity, it will be very good. There are so much benefits in it, including the youth, the adults, everybody. Those pensioners, when they go on pension, you can be doing some of these things as a form of exercise in the morning, so that it will also help. Aside you eating healthy vegetables, you are also doing exercise attached to it. So I will encourage everybody, anyone who is listening to me, that let's all together take part in the home gardening initiative, and it is going to help us a lot in various ways.